The reason why I'm not ready to call it the Summer of the Deer is because in an unusual turn of events, the summer season of anime is quite stacked.
It is.
Particularly with, a lot of slice of life and comedy. I don't know if I enjoyed my dear friend Nokotan more than I enjoyed Pseudo Harem.
Pseudo Harem was really good.
Pseudo Harem was really good.
Remember how scared we were of it at the beginning?
No, not really. I wasn't really that scared of it.
When you said Pseudo Harem, I was like, ugh.
But then I started to pay attention to the preview and it was like, oh, it's the same girl, but she just keeps changing how she looks.
Fair.
But no, Pseudo Harem was really good.
What else were we watching?
Senpai's no Otokonoko was pretty good. Alya sometimes hides her feelings in Russian was good.
That show was cute.
I went into that thinking that the gag was the guy had no idea what she was saying because she flirts with him in Russian.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know how long this gag is going to go. They probably can't run this very far. But the real gag is the fact that he actually understands Russian and just doesn't have the balls to tell her yet because he doesn't know what's going on.
I like that he, as a child, learned Russian because he thought that Russian girl was cute.
And hung out with her and played with her.
I think that girl that he knew as a kid.
Oh, it's definitely her.
And her.
It has to be her.
Can we add another show?
No.
Let's do 4 instead of. Or we just do another episode where we do 3 more.
So there's the yaoi show that's coming out this season, Twilight Out of Focus, that I had mentioned to you that I wasn't sure if I was going to watch it because of how bad
the other yaoi show
Tadayama no Kairi was.
Yeah.
I watched it. The show was great. I got over the artwork. Once I started getting into the show, I'm like, oh my God, this artwork fits. And then the exposition to the show, I'm like, okay, I'm invested. This is going to be an interesting story.
There's something about the artwork for Pseudo Harem
that reminds you of something?
That reminds me of something.
It does too. I had thought about it a while ago, and I can't remember what anime
I can't put my finger on it.
It does look like a different one, but it's the person who wrote it. I think that's the only thing they've made so far.
It looks like maybe a movie we watched. I feel like it has a similar art style.
Days with My Stepsister was really good. Again, another slow-burning drama. Very similar in tone to Shoshimen, where it's just very subdued, very melancholy.
I mean, you even said that the Suicide Squad Isekai was interesting.
Suicide Squad Isekai was great. I watched all 3 episodes that are available. That was fun. And
surprised.
I like the Suicide Squad movies. I'm not a superhero comic book movie fan. That was good. God, what else is there?
Is there any that aren't out yet?
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 on my watch list that haven't come out yet. And season 2 of Oshi no Ko.
I still gotta
finish. You need to finish the first season. Jesus
I know.
Christ.
Working on it. I still have to watch the Hashira arc of Demon Slayer.
I think I'm gonna drop My Wife Has No Emotions though. That show's terrible.
Oh, bad.
I also watched 2.5 Dimensional Seduction.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if somebody looked at My Dress Up Darling.
Okay.
And said, I love that concept, but I'm gonna make it aimed at 13-year-old boys. So it's the same kind of basic concept where it's the guy and the girl is an enthusiast for perverted anime and cosplaying as perverted anime characters. The guy is also an enthusiast for perverted anime.
Oh, so it's not the dynamic of a really shy guy and a more outgoing girl.
Yeah, no, he is the stereotypical otaku who shuns real women because
it's so insufferable.
Yeah. It's My Dress Up Darling aimed at 13-year-olds that lacks all of the heart and emotion that makes and well-developed characters that makes My Dress Up Darling so good.
You're just looking at the male lead like, how dare you stand where he stood?
Dungeon People was hilarious.
The
first episode was great. I love the artwork. That main character is so cute. I have a thing for short-haired girls. I can't lie.
Is the art style of the Pseudo Harem, it's kind of like My Dress Up Darling.
No.
A little bit. Like the character, like the faces of the characters.
No, because the faces of the characters in Pseudo Harem are very kind of rounded and simplistic.
Oh, I feel like there's some things that are drawing connections for me there.
Tower of God Season 2, obviously, as well.
Don't you fucking talk about it
I'm not going to talk about anything.
Don't you fucking talk about it yet.
Just remember, the series picks up 6 years after the end of the first season.
I know. You told me this like 4 times.
Letting you know it's important.
I want to watch it.
Plus Size Elf. I really don't think I'm going to watch it. I read the manga a little bit years ago when it was on Crunchyroll's manga app.
Uh-huh.
and just watching the first couple of minutes of the anime. I'm like,
There was some ass.
some ass and titties and
You heard me while I was doing that thing on my phone. I was like, damn, she's got some massive tracts of land. And then I looked over again and saw the ass, and I was like, damn, she's got a lot of tracts of land.
it's coming back to me in the thoughts I was thinking while reading the manga as this doesn't serve any purpose other than to just draw curvy girls. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I do kind of want a little bit more substance to what I'm going to waste 20 minutes of a week watching, typically.
Also, Alya sometimes hides her feeling in Russian. That scene that you were talking about with your older child, were you talking about the sock scene?
They have an aversion towards feet.
Okay.
I don't have foot fetish, like feet or whatever to me.
Yeah.
I definitely don't have a foot fetish, but that scene made me a believer. That scene was so well done. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, I can see it. I can see the desire.
I was like trying to watch that whole episode, trying to figure out where that kicked in, and I was like, there it is.
Yeah, they
And I meant to bring it up to you, but
they hate feet.
yeah.
I think feet are the grossest thing in existence. So plus size elf, I'm probably gonna drop that along with My Wife Has No Emotions. Love is Indivisible by Twins. That probably won't get very far unless it proves to be like dramatic. I don't know if I have the patience for a middle school style. I think they're all high school students, as always. But like the perversion level aimed at 13-year-olds in a love triangle between sisters. If I want to watch a love triangle between sisters, I'll just watch Domestic Girlfriend again. ATRI, My Dear Moments. I don't know. That one's going to be a wild card. Seems like it could be science fiction mystery / romance of some sorts. I don't know. See what happens. And then Makeine, Many Losing Heroines, I think is going to be equal parts comedy and equal parts drama. I'm kind of interested in that one. Stacked list for the season.
There's a lot of stuff.
Looking at the fall season already, and it's not looking too good for my tastes.
What about my tastes?
I don't know about your tastes. There's plenty of things out right now that would, for the summer season, that would acclimate to your tastes as well.
I mean, I've enjoyed everything we watched so far.
Beyond what I'm watching.
Oh, fair.
There's a shit ton of Isekai out there right now. Bunch of fantasy shows.
I'm just afraid that those isekais are all going to be terrible.
I don't think they'll be terrible in the degree that Remonster is terrible. I think that's a special kind of terrible.
So it's
that,
like...
that there aren't other ones that fall into that terrible category. But, oh my god.
What?
It was announced today that a 5th season for Minami-ke is going to be produced next year. I am so fucking happy, and I hope to God this means this show is finally brought out in North America. I've shown you Minami-ke. We watched 1 or 2 episodes of it. It's of the three sisters who are living together. High schooler, middle schooler, elementary one.
Yeah.
And the middle one is rock stupid.
Yes.
Yes. 5th season next year. I'm so psyched.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that. That was funny. That show's funny.